You will read for this semester. The name is Animal Farm. Animal Farm. Who wrote the book? George Orwell. And so, you will read the book over 20 pages. I think you should have some ideas, roughly some ideas about the book. Now, I will invite all of you to write 5 words to say something about the book and the 5 sentences. 5 words and 5 sentences to describe the story until your page 24. You can use the computer if you need to check some words. You can use the computer. Okay, I will give about 5 minutes to get ready. On your page 7, the song is called "Beast of England." I think there is one sentence that is very important. For example, I think the last sentence on your page 7. Cruel whips, no more shell crack. Okay, so anything about any persons or any animals, you have to write down some words to describe it. And 5 sentences.
This is Noble and Napoleon. They are all pigs. And they create an animal farm. And they travel the honor out. England is their country and is in their son. And the 7 commandments assure animals' rights. And this 7 commandments is noble. But the Napoleon travelers noble out because it want to be a king in the animal farm.
Animal parks, revolution, and it's all animal. It's on the planet Mars, and Napoleon are pigs. That revolution are boys or has wings is a friend.
The first word is cruel because the owner of the farm, Mr. Jones, was very mean to the animal. And poor is because the animals are very poor. And interesting is because I think the book is very interesting. Old Major is an old smart pig. He tells the animals to launch the rebellion. The first sentence is the owner of the farm, Mr. Jones, was very mean to the animals. It was a dream about the earth as it will be when men have left it. Grow with no more shall crack. Almost before Major had reached the end, they had begun singing peace of England for themselves.
A very good job. As we know, this is a story in England, and there is an owner, very cool, right? And there is a song, right? A song based off England, and there are two main characters, that is Snowball and Napoleon. Okay, they are pigs, right? And Old Major, there is an Old Major. And all the sentences are very good, and you will have a piece of homework. Animal Farm is a very, very famous, a world famous novel to many people in many countries. And there are different book covers. Do you know book covers? The very first page of each book. And there are different book covers here. The homework is for you to write down some the words, the sentences to describe the different book cover. Why they are.
The animal looks very angry because they are part of story tells. The farmer, Mr. Jones, and his men want to take back the animal farm. So the animals need to fight people.
Okay, now we'll go to our second worksheet, and I will give you this worksheet. Okay, as you can see, this is the first paragraph of the whole novel. Okay, the first paragraph describes about the manor, okay, the owner of the animal farm, and what is his name? Mr. Jones, right? And there are many words to describe the owner of the animal farm. For example, he is very. For example, I will pick one. One word is too drunk. What is too drunk?
Drink too much.
Yeah, drinks too much. So he is drunk. Okay, as we know, maybe the owner is very careless. So he forgot to lock the hen houses. As you can see, he forgot to lock the hen houses. As for our worksheet 2, you have to review the first paragraph of the animal farm, right? And the first paragraph mainly talked about the owner of the farm. His name is Mr. Jones, right? And we will listen to the first paragraph. And we will talk about your worksheet 2.
Animal Farm by George Orwell. Mr. Jones of the Manor Farm had locked the hen.
Okay, so this is our first paragraph, right? And as we know, Mr. Jones likes to drink, right? Because as we can see here, he is too drunk to remember to shut the doors or holes. And he has a wife, Mrs. Jones, right? What was Mrs. Jones doing when her husband came home? Snoring. That means she was sleeping, right? So as we know, the owner is very careless and maybe doesn't care about the animals very much. Okay, so this is the part of your worksheet 2, and we will go to our next chapter next class. Okay, that's all for this part. Okay.
Really worth it?
Okay, now this is our third class for the novel, for the Animal Farm, the story. Okay, and we are going to our chapter 2, I think. This is for chapter 2. And now please turn to your page, I think, maybe page 12. And I will play a video. This is the summary of the chapter 2. Okay, summary, that means it will make it very short. And we will listen again, and we'll keep on. Okay, so please listen. revolution. What is revolution? Revolution and rebellion. Okay, so the two words means the animals want to fight. Okay, fight the owner. Okay, the owner of the farm. And I know there is a word animal. Animalism. Do you know what is animalism? Okay, 动物主义. Okay, they want to create. Yeah. They want to create their own rules, their own law, and all the things are in their hands. And I want you to turn to your page 12, and we will listen to a part of the chapter 2. We don't have much time for the whole chapter, so we will start from this here, page 12. So they have their own farm. So this is their victory. Victory, that means胜利. Okay. So the next thing we will do is to draw a poster. Okay. The poster is one that you have to announce your victory. You have to let other animals on other farms know that we win. We fight away the owner of the farm. So the next thing we have to do is to make the poster. You can draw on the paper or you can draw on your computer. Okay, now we will go back to our animal farm in our chapter 5. Okay, in this chapter there will be a special thing that will happen. That will Snowballs wants to build a windmill. Okay, what is windmill in Chinese? 风车, right? So Snowball wants to build a windmill, but Napoleon doesn't want it. So I think now I will show you the summary for chapter 5 to make sure you are familiar with this chapter, okay? They fight in many ways, okay? First of all, I think Napoleon focused on improve. Do you know what is improve the farm? Improve 就是去改善呀 to improve the farm, and he wants to build the windmill, okay? Because they are it is very helpful for the farm. But Napoleon doesn't want to build the windmill, okay? Windmill. He wants to, I think, weapon. Okay, what is weapons? 武器, okay, guns, okay, because they want the farm is very safe. So as you can hear in the video, there is a safety there, okay. And but in the end, in this chapter, Napoleon calls for 9 dogs. What are the 9 dogs do? They chase away. Do you know what is chase away? Okay, they chase away Napoleon. Okay, Napoleon leave the farm. So Napoleon stayed on the farm and become the most powerful pig, the most powerful animal on the farm. So Napoleon says, okay, and I will call animals to build the windmill. Okay, so that is the end of this chapter. Yes, that's right. So why and what do you think about building the windmill? What is build a windmill will cost on the farm? For example, there must be some advantages and some disadvantages. That is why I want you all to think about what is good and what is bad about building the windmill. Okay? And you have to think about building the windmill. What will building a windmill bring?
Animals are talking about building a windmill. They use the different head. When they use the white head, they need to use stones, cells, generators, and cables. When I use the red head, I think it will be fail. When they use the black head, it takes a lot of time and animals can get injured. When they use the yellow head, work can be easier than afterwards. When they use the green head, animals need to think about other alternatives. When they use the blue head, animals need to assign what animals should do.
The animals is in the barn discussing the construction of the windmill, and everyone had a different option. Snowball wants to build in a windmill. He hopes to bring better life to the animals after building the windmill. Quadro the duck says building a windmill is really a good idea, but Napoleon doesn't think so. He says Snowball is just a liar. Building windmill will make our lives worse. It will run out of resources quickly, and there will be less food. Mono the cow thinks Snowball is not a liar, but she also agrees with Napoleon's view. So she said, we can build a windmill slowly without running out of resources and food quickly. Kathy the chicken and Scott the horse think Snowball is not a liar too. Kathy says building windmill may make us more tired and have less food, but we will be able to live a good life after building them. Scott says we can take turns to build windmill every day, so that we will not be tired and have enough rest time. In the end, Snowball says, now we all have different options. We can stop talking about building windmills for the time being. Let life settle down is the first thing we have to face. Just then, Napoleon rushed in with his weapon and scared the snowball away, and no one has seen a snowball since then.
Napoleon is the leader of Animal Farm, but he is a bad pig behaving and even dressing like the humans. Other animals are discussing how to deal with that. Some animals suggest to elect a new leader to replace Napoleon or collect evidence to report Napoleon. Some think they need to have a meeting with Napoleon immediately and help Napoleon to make a change. Some propose to gather everyone and take down Napoleon and build a new farm for themselves.